My beloved child, I am showing you how to deal with the person whose name begins with D in your life, not through fear or blind suspicion, but with calmness, discernment, and healthy boundaries. The first thing I want you to understand is that a name or a letter does not determine anyone's character. What must be examined is how that person acts, how they treat you over time, and what effect their presence has upon your life. Perhaps the person named D has repeatedly left you confused, exhausted, or wondering why such a familiar connection has brought so much unrest. I am not saying this so that you will panic or rush to conclusions, but so that you will stop denying the signs you have observed for a long time. You do not need to continue prolonging a situation that drains your peace merely because you fear being considered heartless, selfish, or lacking in compassion. The person named D may have appeared as a lesson hidden beneath familiarity. Because you once trusted them, you repeatedly overlooked things that you would have immediately recognized as inappropriate had they come from a stranger. You gave them additional chances, searched for explanations on their behalf, and even blamed yourself whenever something felt wrong. I know your heart naturally desires to see the good in others, and that is a precious quality. Yet kindness does not mean abandoning your ability to discern. Compassion does not require you to remain indefinitely in a relationship where your emotions, time, and loyalty are used without being appreciated. Some people enter your life to walk beside you for a long time, while others appear only to teach you where boundaries must be established. I have seen the times when this person relied too heavily upon your patience. They may know that you rarely react strongly, and therefore, intentionally or unintentionally, shift responsibility onto you. They may come to you whenever they need support, yet disappear when you need someone to listen. At times, they speak words that make you feel important, but their later actions cause you to question your own worth. These contradictions have exhausted you because you continually search for consistency in a place where clarity is absent. I want you to stop forcing yourself to solve on their behalf what they must take responsibility for themselves. You may care about them, but you are not required to rescue them from every consequence created by their own choices. What is happening is not necessarily a punishment. It may become a process of preparation for a more mature way of living. Through the person named D, you are learning that not every relationship deserves the same level of access to your private life. Some people should be kept at a courteous distance. Some can be loved without being permitted to participate in your important decisions. Others may need to be removed from your closest circle until they demonstrate genuine change over time. This does not make you cold. It simply reveals that you have learned that your peace, calling, and future must be protected through wisdom. When dealing with the person named D, do not act from anger. Anger may cause you to speak words you later regret, while revenge only binds you more tightly to the very thing from which you wish to be free. Neither do I want you to withdraw through a silence intended to punish. Because silence used to hurt someone is not very different from the behavior that once wounded you. Choose clarity, calmness, and responsibility. You may state that a particular form of behavior is no longer acceptable. You may refuse requests that exceed your capacity or violate your values. You may step back temporarily to think without explaining every detail. True strength is not found in making the other person suffer as they once made you suffer, but in remaining upright while still closing the door that needs to be closed. Move away from emotional reaction and toward clear observation. Do not listen only to what the person named D says. Examine the patterns that continue repeating. Do they frequently apologize without changing? Do they appear supportive in front of others, but privately cause you to doubt yourself? Do they rejoice when you grow? Or does every step of your progress cause them to compete, belittle you, or pull you back toward an older version of yourself? One isolated action may arise from a temporary weakness, but behavior repeated over time reveals something deeper. You do not need to condemn them, but neither should you deny the truth merely because you fear losing the relationship. This person may know how to speak words that sound caring, but their reaction to your boundaries reveals how deeply they truly respect you. Someone who loves you may disagree, but they will still listen. Someone who wants to control you will make you feel guilty simply because you said no. They may remind you of what you once did for them. Use the past to pressure you into continued sacrifice, or convince you that protecting yourself is selfish. Do not allow guilt to replace discernment. A healthy boundary is not a wall that blocks love. It is a door with a lock, allowing what is good to enter while preventing harmful behavior from continuing. I know you have given them many opportunities to explain because you naturally desire to be fair. That is not wrong. Yet fairness must also be extended to you. You cannot continually understand their circumstances while ignoring the consequences you are suffering. They may have their own wounds, unresolved deficiencies from the past, or defensive behaviors that have never been healed. You may have compassion for these things, but compassion does not make harmful behavior acceptable. A mature person must learn to take responsibility for the way they affect others. You cannot do that work for them, and you should not continue being wounded in the hope that your unlimited patience will eventually make them change. If you need to speak with the person named D, choose a time when your heart has become calm. Speak about specific behavior instead of attacking their character. Describe what you have observed, how it has affected you, and what boundaries you will establish from now on. You do not need harsh words in order to be respected. Simple clarity is often stronger than a prolonged argument. If they listen, accept responsibility, and demonstrate consistent change through action, you may consider taking small steps toward rebuilding trust. But if they deny what happened, reverse the responsibility, or make you feel guilty merely because you spoke the truth, recognize that, as important information, not every conversation results in reconciliation, but it can give you the clarity necessary to choose your next step. Do not rush to share everything with too many people. Remain discreet and seek only mature, trustworthy individuals who can help you view the situation with balance. When you are hurt, you may be tempted to seek validation from anyone who agrees with you. But what you need is not a crowd that intensifies your anger. You need counsel that helps you remain calm. Recognize the responsibility on both sides, and make a choice that will not damage your future. Do not turn this relationship into a public battle. Some matters are resolved best in silence through steady decisions that do not require you to expose or humiliate anyone. Remember that any change in the person named D must be measured through time rather than temporary emotion. An apology may be sincere, but trust is restored only through consistency. You do not need to close the door forever immediately, but neither should you reopen every form of access because of one emotional moment. Allow them to prove that they can respect boundaries, accept responsibility, and change their behavior. You are permitted to proceed slowly. What is truly healthy will not force you to make a decision in panic. A sincere person will understand that what has been damaged requires time to be rebuilt. My beloved child, the way you deal with the person named D should not be determined by the letter in their name, but by the truth revealed through their actions. Do not become suspicious of everyone with that name, and do not turn a vague sign into a reason to judge someone innocent. Examine the specific circumstances in your own life. I am teaching you to discern, not to condemn, to protect yourself, not to nurture hatred, to walk wisely, not to live in fear. When you preserve your peace, establish clear boundaries, and allow time to reveal the truth, you will no longer be pulled into the old cycle. What belongs to you will not be delayed because you choose what is healthy. On the contrary, today's discernment will open the way for you to enter a new season with a lighter heart, a steadier mind, and a life no longer controlled by another person's confusion. I have seen this person named D attempting to come close to your purpose. They may be within your circle, your family, your relationship, or your plans. They may speak beautiful and admirable words, yet the root of their heart is not surrendered to me. Some carry jealousy. Some conceal hidden intentions. Some have allowed the enemy to whisper lies through them without even realizing it. This is why I am urging you now, stop depending solely upon what they say. Begin praying and asking me to show you what you cannot see. You are chosen. And for that reason, the enemy will attempt to send counterfeits to delay your destiny. You are anointed, and the enemy fears the day when you fully step into it. Therefore, he sends distractions. He sends emotional confusion. He sends draining relationships, unclear friendships, and spiritual fog. Yet I am your God, and I do not leave my children wandering without guidance. I bring light into dark places. Even now, I am illuminating this person in your life whose name begins with the letter D. Comment 11, if this is speaking to your spirit. Some of you are struggling within yourselves. You do not want to believe this because you love them and care about them. And that is precisely what makes the situation dangerous. The enemy knows your kindness. He knows your loyalty. That is why he attaches the wrong people to your heart. Because your heart is precious and tender. Yet, my child, you must understand this. Being kind does not mean allowing yourself to be led astray. Loving someone does not mean becoming spiritually blind. I gave you discernment for a reason. Use it. I am the God who whispers through dreams. I am the one who gently stirs your heart when something is wrong. I have spoken to you through moments you ignored, the hesitation you felt, the disappointment you dismissed, and the change in their tone of voice. I need you to look back upon those moments and ask me again, Lord, were you trying to show me something? I will answer. I will bring peace to your yes and unrest to your no. Trust me, I never confuse. My children, I guide them with clarity. You are not alone in this. You are not weak for needing help. And you are not foolish because you became involved in something that appeared right. Yet today, I am calling you into wisdom. Today, I am telling you to step back, observe carefully, and pray deeply. If you ignore this message, you may become entangled in something that delays your blessing or dims your light. But if you respond in faith, I will honor your obedience. I will move obstacles from your path. I will bring better connections. I will heal what has been wounded. I am not merely warning you about one person. I am inviting you into deeper spiritual maturity. You have asked me to help you grow, protect your calling, and open new doors. Yet, my child, not every open door comes from me, and not everyone standing beside you is meant to be part of your journey. Some are passengers for only a moment. Others are distractions disguised as destiny. Be still and allow me to reveal the truth. The breakthrough you have been waiting for requires more than an open door. It also requires you to become mature enough to walk through that door without carrying old reactions with you. There are things I have not yet entrusted to you, not because you are unworthy, but because I am teaching you how to preserve peace while facing complicated relationships. You will not unlock the new season through harshness, arguments, or attempts to prove that you are right. The key lies in calmness, awareness of your limits, and the courage to stop giving access to your deepest places to those who do not know how to value them. You do not need a loud voice to protect yourself. Gentle firmness is already powerful enough. When you know what should be spoken, what should remain private, and who deserves to hear your dreams, you will feel peace returning, like clear water filling a place that was once dry. I want you to become more careful when sharing plans that are still in their early stages, especially around the person named D. Not everyone who hears your dream possesses the ability to protect it with good intentions. Some listen in order to encourage you, but others may unconsciously compare themselves, doubt you, or plant fears in your heart that never belong to you. Therefore, discretion is not deception. It is a form of protecting what is being cultivated. A seed needs to remain covered before it becomes strong enough to rise above the ground. And important plans also require a season of silence before they are ready to be seen. Share your victories with people who know how to rejoice with you without turning your joy into competition. Remain close to those who can see your light without feeling that their own light has been diminished. When you choose wisely whom you allow into your inner world, you will no longer spend days trying to recover the confidence that careless words caused to tremble. Yet, I also want you to view this situation fairly. Not every action that hurts you comes from evil intention. Sometimes the person named D may simply be reacting from immaturity, unresolved insecurity, or communication patterns they have never learned to correct. They may not realize how deeply one sentence affected you, nor understand how repeated comparison, mockery, or dismissal has created distance. Recognizing this does not mean you must continue accepting everything. Compassion does not require you to remove your boundaries. I want you to understand the cause without excusing the consequence, to see their weakness without allowing it to become your burden. This is where your maturity will be revealed most clearly. When the proper time comes, I will give you the courage to speak with D honestly and calmly. You do not need to begin the conversation with accusations as though you know every intention within their heart. Speak about what you have felt, the effect that specific actions have had, and what you need in order for the relationship to continue with respect. You can be clear without humiliating anyone. You can protect yourself without using old wounds as weapons. You can refuse a particular form of treatment without denying the entire worth of the person before you. A gentle voice does not weaken your message. On the contrary, when anger does not control you, your words become clearer, more precise, and more difficult to distort. You do not need to apologize for healthy boundaries. Do not apologize merely because you need time, need space, or refuse to continue a disrespectful conversation. You are not responsible for making everyone comfortable with your decision to protect your peace. A person with good intentions may not understand immediately, but they will be willing to listen, reflect, and adjust. If D responds with understanding, accepts responsibility, and sincerely desires to change, the relationship may still be rebuilt upon a healthier foundation. In that case, boundaries will not become walls of separation, but protective fences that teach both people how to enter one another's lives with care and respect. On the other hand, if D responds with mockery, denial, blame-shifting, or attempts to make you feel guilty because you expressed what you need, that reaction will give you a clear answer. You do not need to keep arguing in order to make them admit what they are unwilling to see. The way a person reacts to boundaries often reveals more than anything they said while circumstances were comfortable. Someone who values you will not view your peace as a threat. Someone accustomed to unlimited access may call your growth cold or selfish. Do not allow those labels to pull you back into old patterns. Discernment does not always feel comfortable, but it protects you from continuing to invest in a place incapable of nurturing what is good. I do not intend to remove everyone from your life. I am purifying your closest circle so that you will know who can accompany you into deeper seasons. You have prayed to be elevated, to enter a more expansive life, and to walk in alignment with your calling. But elevation always requires an examination of the influences around you. Not everyone who was once close can walk with you through every stage. Some were suitable for the person you were yesterday, but no longer understand the person you are becoming today. Some relationships once brought joy, but now create only exhaustion, doubt, and loss of direction. I am not telling you to despise or condemn them. I am teaching you not to continue giving a place of deep influence to those who repeatedly draw you away from your peace and purpose. The person named D has become part of this lesson because they touched the very place where you were once easily wounded. It may be the fear of being belittled, the feeling that you are not good enough, the need to prove yourself, or the desire to be continually recognized. Their behavior did not create the entire wound, but it exposed an area that still needs healing. Therefore, do not focus only upon what D did. Listen to what your reaction is revealing. If one sentence from them can steal your peace for a long time, I am inviting you to reclaim the authority to define your own worth. If their silence makes you panic, I am teaching you not to search for security in another person's behavior. If their approval once determined how you viewed yourself, it is time to remove that unjust scale. Do not allow resentment to take root merely because you have seen the truth. Resentment continues binding you to the person who hurt you through an invisible cord. Even after you have created physical distance, give me your anger, disappointment, and desire to be vindicated. I am not asking you to pretend nothing happened. I am asking you to stop allowing the past to consume the energy of your present. Justice does not always take the form of watching the other person suffer consequences. Sometimes justice is your freedom, when their words can no longer control your emotions, decisions, or future. Allow me to handle what lies beyond your reach, while you focus upon preserving an upright heart and taking the next wise step. Your life is not insignificant, and what I placed within you is not so fragile that one troubled relationship can destroy it. D does not possess the authority to prevent what I have prepared. But the way you respond will determine whether you move forward in freedom or continue carrying confusion. Therefore, stand firmly without hardening your heart. Speak gently without becoming vague, and step back when necessary without seeking revenge. Limit access appropriately. Protect what is precious through discretion, and observe actions instead of trusting words alone. You do not need to announce every decision to other people. Many of the strongest boundaries are established through the quiet way you change your participation. Then, you will see peace return. Not because everyone changes according to your desires, but because you have stopped giving their reactions authority over your life. You will walk more lightly when you understand that you can love someone without remaining too close. Forgive without immediately restoring trust. And desire good for D while still choosing a different path. I am teaching you how to mature in love. Because love is not blind and does not require you to endure continual harm in order to prove compassion. Allow this lesson to make you wiser rather than bitter. Stronger while preserving your gentleness. When you learn this, the breakthrough you have continually prayed for will not only appear in your outward circumstances, it will begin at the very moment when you stop betraying your own peace in order to preserve a connection that no longer knows how to value you. My child, at this moment I am calling you to guard your heart with clarity. Do not allow small but unusual things to pass as though they carry no meaning. You do not need to panic or become suspicious of everyone, but you must learn to listen to the quiet warning rising within you. Some signs do not arrive through loud events. They appear through a promise that is repeatedly delayed, behavior that changes without explanation, control hidden beneath the appearance of concern, or uneasiness that continues returning no matter how often you attempt to dismiss it. Do not immediately deny these things merely because you want to preserve harmony or fear that you are overthinking. Give yourself permission to pause, breathe, and look more deeply at what is happening. Because truth always finds a way to reveal itself when you become patient enough to recognize it. I know you possess a generous heart and usually attempt to find a good explanation for another person's behavior. That compassion is precious. But compassion does not mean closing your eyes to what is hurting you. You can forgive while maintaining distance. You can love without giving unlimited access. Harmful situations rarely begin through one dramatic event. They usually enter through small compromises, moments when you reluctantly remain silent, and boundaries that are pushed back little by little. Therefore, I am teaching you to recognize what is unhealthy before it takes deeper root in your life. When you learn to establish boundaries, you are not becoming selfish. You are protecting the value I placed within you. This reminder has not been sent to create confusion, but to restore alertness. I want you to see everything through the light of truth rather than through the fear of displeasing others. You asked me to preserve you, guide you, and keep you from unwise choices. Understand that protection does not always come through a dramatic miracle. It may come as a delay that forces you to reconsider, a door that suddenly closes, behavior exposed at the right time, or peace that unexpectedly leaves when you move too close to something unsuitable. When I cause you to stop, it is not because I wish to take away your joy, but because I see what you cannot yet see. Trust that every delay may carry a purpose, and every change may become a quiet form of protection. You must also remember that a spiritual or moral appearance does not always reflect an upright heart. Someone may speak beautiful words, pray with you, or continually encourage you. Yet none of these things alone proves that they have been sent to accompany you. Look at their consistency, honesty, and the way they respect your boundaries. What comes from goodness will not force you to exchange your peace. Continually blame yourself, or allow spirituality to be used as a means of controlling your decisions. You deserve relationships that provide safety, where you can be yourself without fearing judgment or manipulation. Therefore, slow down, observe, and bring everything into stillness before me. You do not need to rush to a conclusion, but neither should you continue making excuses for behavior that has repeatedly disturbed your peace. I am placing discernment within you so that you will know when to move forward, when to wait, and when to leave. Trust that recognizing the truth does not make you cold. It makes you mature. I am beside you, leading you away from false light and toward pure relationships where love does not conceal, control, and closeness does not cause you to lose yourself. As you walk in such discernment, you will experience deep peace, a peace not dependent upon circumstances, but arising from the knowledge that you are living in harmony with my guidance.